I'm going to take you through a full workout focused on your glutes. I know I have some work to do on this mommy pouch, but more on that in another video. But in the meantime, let's keep our glutes toned, round, and plump. So here are some exercises we can do to keep it lifted back there. I'm using this resistance band for extra intensity. If you don't have one, you can totally still do these exercises, but this will really help activate and target those muscles. So for the first move, we're going to do hip thrust from our knees. The band is wrapped around my foot and over my thighs to give it extra resistance. You're going to want to squeeze your glutes as you push your hips forward and really focus on that mind-muscle connection. I'm starting with my toes flexed, but for a bit deeper range of motion, keep them flat on the mat. I don't really pause on these and I work through the burn. It does take quite a few reps to begin to actually feel that burn, so keep going for a minute, pause for about 30 seconds, and then go again for another minute. I would do 3 rounds of these to really get it activated. This exercise targets the glute muscles in a way that really isolates them, making it one of the best moves to help shape and lift your glutes. The added resistance from the bands really intensifies the movement and activates the muscles more, helping to improve hip mobility and build lower body strength. It's also a great way to engage your core as you hold on to that position at the top, which improves overall stability. Plus, strengthening your glutes can help with better posture and reduce the risk of lower back pain. So not only will your glutes get a nice lift, but your body will feel more balanced too. Next up, we're going to do fire hydrants. To perform this exercise, start by kneeling on all fours with your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Keep your core engaged to maintain a neutral spine. Now, keeping your knees bent at a 90-degree angle, raise one leg out to the side, aiming to lift as high as you can while keeping your hips square to the floor. Slowly lower your leg back down and repeat. Make sure you're not rotating your torso, keep everything stable, and focus on the movement coming from your hip and glute. Fire hydrants are an amazing exercise for targeting the gluteus medius, which is a muscle on the outside of your glute. It's a fantastic move to incorporate into your routine if you're looking to lift and shape your glutes, and it is especially great for targeting those muscles that are harder to reach. Now, staying in this position, we're going to do straight leg lifts. Keep your legs straight and lift it up, focusing on your glutes and hamstrings. Once you straighten your leg, the resistance band is going to fall into place. This is great for shaping the glutes and tightening the back of your leg. Do 3 rounds of 20 on each leg. The bands add resistance during both the upward and downward phases of the movement, making it much more effective at strengthening and toning those muscles back there. The resistance band is providing constant tension, which makes each rep more challenging and forces your glutes to work harder. Also, the core has to engage to stabilize your body, so this move also strengthens your lower abdominals and helps with overall core stability. Next, we're going to switch it up and do clamshells. Sit on one side, keep your legs bent, and open and close your knees like a clamshell. This is a great move for targeting the outer glutes, which are so important for that rounded look. Same thing as we did for the other single leg exercise, 3 rounds of 20 reps on each side. Okay, so the last exercise is another set of hip thrust, but this time we'll add a hold at the top for 10 seconds for each rep. This is going to really burn those glutes. Let's go for 10 reps, and remember, squeeze at the top and hold it. For this move, I do 10 thrusts, then hold 3 times, take a 30-second rest, then do it again. 10 thrusts, then hold, that 3 times, a 30-second rest, and then do that again. I really hope that made sense. So essentially 30 thrust, 30 seconds hold, and do that for 3 rounds. Let me know in the comments how your glutes are doing after trying these exercises. Do they feel lifted? Do they feel tight? Let me know. I promise if you do this 3 days a week, every week for a month, you'll start to feel and see the difference. After this workout, I had my go-to breakfast, which is a simple, delicious smoothie. In here, you've got bananas, strawberries, hemp seeds, dates, homemade almond milk. If you haven't checked out my almond milk video yet, make sure you do that, and a little gluten-free granola. This smoothie is packed with potassium, protein, healthy fats, fiber, and vitamin E, which is all great for muscle building and recovery and keeping you full longer. For lunch, I had this amazing amaranth porridge. I cooked the amaranth and added some homemade coconut milk. Check out the recipe on my channel as well, and sweeten it with a little agave. Amaranth is such a nutrient-dense grain. It's complete protein, which means it has all the essential amino acids your body needs. It's full of fiber, iron, magnesium, which are awesome for supporting bone health and keeping your energy levels steady throughout the day. Now, I do want to mention that this porridge can be a little calorie dense, especially with coconut milk and agave. So if you're watching your calorie intake, just be mindful of the portion sizes. But overall, it's a delicious and filling option that keeps you satisfied. For dinner, I was feeling a salad, but I got a little hungrier than expected, so I ended up adding a lot more than planned. I started with the basics: cucumbers, tomatoes, red onions, and romaine lettuce, and then I added some avocado for healthy fats. I also tossed in some coconut bacon, which is just coconut flakes and some liquid smoke for flavor, and steamed Christophine, which you may also know as chayote, and yellow squash. Oh, and my husband was pan frying some fish, so I added that to my plate too. Even though this was more than I initially planned, I kept the portion size small. The avocado adds a good dose of healthy fats, which are great for healthy skin, and the coconut bacon gives a fun, smoky flavor without the added sodium of regular bacon. The chayote and squash are full of fiber and antioxidants, and of course, the fish is a great source of lean protein and omega-3 fatty acids. Sometimes we aren't going to always eat exactly as we planned, and that's okay. Life happens, we get hungrier, or just feel like switching things up. The key is not to freak out or let it derail you. It's all about balance. Just keep your portions in check, stay mindful, and get back on track at the next meal. One meal won't make or break your progress, so don't stress it. Focus on consistency and making healthy choices over time. I hope you enjoyed the workout and the food. If you try any of these recipes or exercises, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful, and subscribe for more healthy tips and recipes. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you in the next one.